What up? What up? So, if there was a couple things I could tell you that would help you with your podcast that I wish I knew in the beginning, number one is your titles. Your titles cannot be something that only you would relate to or only something you would search for. So, podcasts, just like YouTube and Google, they're search engines. So, people are searching, typing in words, looking for podcasts. So, instead of saying like Drew's uh, crazy tips for podcasting. Sure, they might search podcasting, but they're not going to search that other stuff. What about 5 beginner tips to make podcasting easy? So you can play with that with Google or ChatGPT, but you want to make sure your titles are searchable. Number two, in your description, make sure there are keywords that people are talking about who you want to serve. So I serve people with fitness and wellness. So I'm putting those type of words, sluggish, starting over again, words that they are actually saying because that's what they're typing in the search engine. Here's number three. You don't have to have a long episode. It can be short, it can be nice and sweet, or it can be long as you want it to be. Consistency will be number four. You have to decide, do I want to do it a couple times a week or once a week? I recommend if you can batching. So if you're gonna do once a week, having an episode come out, I say if you can for you can do this for 2 weeks, 5 days each week, record one episode, and you release them, you'll have 2 months. Yeah, a little bit more than 2 months where you can just study the analytics or you can just decide if you want to go a different route. But you have some buffer room right there. I don't recommend just shooting once a week because things could happen. So the next one would be number six. You can decide if you want to do guests or not. I found out for me, I don't love doing guest episodes because it just takes a lot with scheduling things like that. And I've had people on where I thought they were going to be amazing for the podcast and it totally bombed out. So you decide that. I like solo because I can just do it whenever I got the time, usually in the morning around 5:30 a.m. Number seven, be okay growing slow, right? You want to look at your analytics, but you don't want to get caught in the hype that you are going to monetize within 5 episodes. Could you? Yeah, but do you want to do it for a deeper reason? Do you want to have it to serve a certain group of people, or do you want to use it for a community? Which brings me to number eight. I use my podcast honestly as a lead magnet. I use it so that people always see my face on social media, YouTube, and I also use it inside of my school group. I also use it when I do newsletters, when I do them, or when I'm on things like LinkedIn. I use the podcast because I'm already recording. I might as well use it to be dispersed. And right now, I haven't really made a video specifically for social media. I've just been using old podcast episodes and just having them clipped to go to social media. Next tip, if you can, hire someone to do either the editing or help you do some of the back end stuff. I recognize that most people do not shoot a podcast because they get tired of doing all of it. So they get tired of finding out what they should talk about, how they should title the episode, when they should upload it, the descriptions. All of that stuff seems easy, but a lot of times that's the thing that takes away some of you being consistent. You can barter with somebody for that, or you can pay them, but it's totally worth it. So those are my tips that I've learned while shooting episodes. My last tip, I would say, decide if you want to do video or audio only. You can do a combination of both. I don't have a recommendation. I'd say do what's best for you because you want to have consistency more so than worrying about if you're going to look pretty when you're doing it. Like I said, I shoot mine's 5:30 a.m. So whenever I'm looking at 5:30 a.m., that's what comes out. But choose what's best for you. And that's it.